Alright, hello, my Templar Knights and Knights. Welcome back to Vintage Story. As you all know, as per usual, dear Lord, thou art almighty, I pray that you bless this stream so that way many people from far and wide might come, see, and hopefully get a smile out of the content that we make here today. Thank you, Lord. In Jesus' name, amen. Alright. I had time to remember what I was doing. Man, there's a lot of drifters out here. There's a lot of drifters and creatures outside.
Yep.
Hungry. Let's see what we got. Some charred bread will do, I guess. It's morning, by the way, Torre. Just so you know. I wonder where all these dudes came from.
Oh, that's probably why.
You know, if I had to make a guess, I don't know. Maybe that's why.
Maybe, just maybe.
Maybe slightly, kinda, sorta. Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, okay.
That's a lot of boars. Ow. Getting wailed on by boars is not pleasant. I call crap. I was not in range of that. Screw you, game. I'll be back in a minute. Oh, hey, look, it's snowing again. You alive, Torre? I think you're muted.
I'm muted because I got some noisy people in my office right now.
I see. Okay. That makes sense. I'm making a bunch of red meat stew right now if you want any. Well, there's plenty over there. Of course, temporal storm has to be imminent. Why wouldn't it be imminent? Kinda seems tame. Never mind. I lied. I should put some more fences around or something. There's a thing of stew over here in this crock if you want it. Huh? I turn around and instantly. That was unexpected. Bruh. Bruh. Ow. Needs more wood. Ugh. I need 3 more flax fibers and then I can make another thing. One more flax fibers required. That's not my sword. Give me a flax fiber. Nope. The gate's closed. Oh, here they are. Hey, a flax fiber and another temporal gear. Oh, that's a lot. Another set of sails. Acquired. Hello there, corrupt drifter. There's a nightmare drifter over there too. Ow. That did a lot of damage. I'm gonna make a visit to the windmill. Can't hit me. You Shrek nerd. And now we've got a really good windmill. Ow. Shut that. There's another one on your right. Or there was. I feel like that storm was less severe than they normally are. Well, that's weird. Even your letters in the chat are all kind of messed up because of the temporal storm. Yeah, it adds little things to the... Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, and then it just stopped as soon as it went away. That's actually really cool. Need to add more wood. Why is there a shiver on top of the blacksmithing roof? What? Man. We now have 4 crocks full of good red meat stew. What happened to other candles? There it is. Here, Tori, a gift. Yeah. Your cured meat is done, Torre. I'm putting it downstairs. It says it's good down here for 6 years. No, we do not. However, we can make some. Yeah, there you go. And that's the stuff that spawns in salt. So like the mine that we have, where we have our iron, there's a bunch of that stuff, sylvite, down there in the salt. So we can get a lot of potash if we need it. I hit my funny bone and now my wrist hurts. Oh yeah. That's much better. I have any extra fences? I do. Good. Oh yeah, that's much better. Hold on, I got you. Also, don't use a clean pot. It's gonna ruin it. Alright. Your armor ain't looking so good. Neither is mine. I'm glad I kept my wooden armor. You should only need leather to repair that stuff. I think that's enough. Maybe, I don't know. Is your chest plate at least almost full? Hmm. I guess I'm gonna start making more leather. That's not what I clicked, game. We have more limestones. Let me check. I thought I did. At some point. There's my lime. Got 6 more limestones. Let's see here. Let's see here. That. But no, I don't want that. Oh, that's cool. I stepped in some snow and it trailed in some snow tracks into the house for a minute. They quickly dissipated, but that was cool. Well, time to start working on flattening this area again. Needs a... How dare you? That's a big portal. Is chard a flavor? I think chard is a flavor.
Chard is a flavor.
See, I don't mind a little bit of flavor of chard, but too much hurts my face. My dad had made some baked potatoes, except he decided to use our wood stove. And he'd never done that before. To be fair, we don't use it for cooking very often. Or we don't really use it for cooking. But he left them in a little too long. So the outside layer is a little bit charred. I mean, it's potato. It's kind of hard to mess up a potato so badly that you can't eat it. So, I mean, it's still edible. It's just really charred. I'm gonna still eat it though, because potatoes are potatoes. But
I could go for like a grilled sweet potato.
never had a grilled sweet potato. The really only time I ever eat sweet potatoes is like if we do mashed sweet potato and marshmallow on Thanksgiving.
And I enjoy one anytime, especially with like steak.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people like sweet potatoes. I feel like that sweet potatoes are just kind of like a more festive thing rather than a casual thing. But I guess I'm just weird.
I treat it as a dessert.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it. That's why I feel like it's more of an occasional thing because I don't really eat dessert that often. Not really. To me, something like a potato in itself is a dessert because potato is life. Potato is love. Maybe that's just the Irish within speaking. I don't know. Okay, that layer's done. Now time to start carving off the second layer. This is gonna take such a long time. I've almost broken another iron shovel. I've gone through like 3 now. There goes another iron shovel. Pain. I feel like sometimes I forget how much of a luxury it is to have a pickaxe in this game. For how long you have to go in the beginning of this game without having any kind of pickaxe or anything. By the way, Tori, if you want any cobblestone, I have a bunch in my inventory. Okay. Just thought I'd offer in case you wanted any. There's so much clay and stone over here to consume that I thought I would offer. I might need to make some more pickaxes and shovels. No, wait, I think I have extra shovels, but I'm not sure about pickaxes. Oh, everything looks so cool with the snow blankets on it. I wish you could use like boards, planks for ladders, because then it would be way cheaper to craft ladders. Because I think you can only make rope ladders and ladders with just sticks, but since you can get so many planks, I
No,
feel
you
like
can use planks to make a ladder.
I had never seen that before. I wonder if they're gonna add fishing.
Oops.
I bet you if they added fishing to this game, Venom would probably want to hop on this game. If Venom can fish, Venom is a happy man. Am I starting to shiver? Why am I shivering? But I have my winter clothes on. I think it has gotten to the point where it doesn't matter what you're wearing, it's gonna get cold. I'm getting frost around my screen, yeah. It's just super cold right now.
Where are you at?
I was over working on getting rid of all that area over there. All this in here.
Interesting, because I'm not having an issue.
Yeah, I'm
Though
shivering.
my hunger is going down rapidly.
My hunger wasn't going down, but boy oh boy, am I shivering. Granite. Stone. Cobblestone. Let's see here. Why not?
Oh, come on.
If I fill 4 crates with low fertility soil, I think I might cry. Already halfway full. I think it's like a quarter full now. My tear ducts are ready to blast. Did I just get... Oh, okay, that's cool. See, one of the things I like about this game is no matter what you turn wood into, you can uncraft it with a saw. Like, with planks and stuff,
Yeah.
you can undo it at any time. And I think that's really neat. Because that means if you overcraft something like fences, you can just undo it and then use it for what you want to use it for. Unlike Minecraft, where if you overcraft something, you just can either use it for firewood or you can just put it in a box and leave it for the rest of the time. And then eventually make more because you forgot about you had any.
And why not? That's how it works.
That might be so,
Then it might-
but it doesn't have to be.
Yeah, that works. Cool. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6. So
I hate the phrase, it is what it is, because it just sounds to me like a lame excuse for people not wanting to, like, make change or fix their problems. So whenever somebody tells me, it is what it is, I say, but it does not have to be.
ah.
I made a comeback for their excuses. I am really cold, holy crap.
I wonder why.
Probably
Is the
because it's an open
durability on
area
your
out
stuff
there.
Good?
Yeah, that's good. I checked that. I think it's because it's out in the open.
Hmm. Really? Because I'm soaking wet and at a higher elevation, but I'm doing fine.
Yeah, but I don't think it's just that. I think there might be something like a counted wind chill.
That. Okay. Okay.
Because if you're in a
That
more
sucks.
confined area, then there's going to be less wind and you'll get less cold. But I was out in the open area and I was getting cold. So the only explanation, in my opinion, is something like wind chill. I mean, it makes sense to me.
Oh. Got a bit of an issue.
What happened?
Not everything is uncraftable.
Well, how is that an issue?
These pine root. Cause I have too many of this item. That's okay.
Are
Alright.
those? I don't remember. I thought those were.
No, I just tried it because I made too many roof corners. And it will not let me fix my issue.
Ah. Yeah. I swear I thought those were. How weird. Yes, character, I know you're freezing. Calm down.
Ow. I was doing something.
That's not the button I pressed. There we go. Also, standing next to a fire does heat you up and dry you off faster.
Okay.
Alright. Now I'm nice and warm. Time to go back out and keep working. I'm also happy that the fireplace I made stops fires from spreading in my home. With how dark it is in this game, it reminds me of the game The Long Dark, for how dark it gets at night. Because in that game, it got real dark at nighttime. I saw the shadow of a shiver in the distance. That's not creepy at all. Stop wigging out. Die. They did a really good job with modeling these creatures to be as unsettling as possible. I wonder if they're gonna add anything to the game like moist dirt that, like, when it gets cold, it turns into something that's like stone. Because that would make sense. Like, if you have like mud patches for swampy areas, then the soil would be wet, and if it freezes, then it gets really hard. I think that would be an interesting idea. How's your house coming along?
I'm almost done. Then I'll just have to do the interior.
Nice. Who just threw a rock at me? You. I can just imagine in the future when we have all of this over here lit up with like lanterns and stuff. Everything's lit up and it's nice. Nothing can hide in the shadows because there is no more darkness in our area. That's gonna be very nice. Very nice thing to look at.
Now I start to shiver.
Yeah. What's the temperature? -2 Celsius. I still think they need to get their temperature stuff figured out because, like, for like metal, with how hot it gets, it would just melt if it got to like 1,000 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
Actually, it'd probably just disintegrate. Because like 70 degrees is like 30 Celsius-ish, maybe? I don't know. I don't do Celsius. I'm American.
Yeah, you're correct.
It's just I've seen it so many times I kind of remember. So if something needs to be 700 degrees, it'd probably only be maybe getting up to 50 to 70 Celsius to be workable hot metal. So 1,000 Celsius, that's temperature capable of melting and probably just straight up disintegrating steel, or at least decarbonizing it so that way it has no more structural integrity. That is one thing they need to fix. But other than that, this game is highly detailed and I like it. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody came up and was like, you know, you're probably the only person that would think of something like that. I'd be like, yeah, I know. Somebody's got to be the special AIDS child to bring it up. I know what you're probably going to say, but I think it would be an interesting concept, depending on your difficulty, if you didn't get any sleep the previous night, you lost a small chunk of sanity.
So, I just Googled it,
Uh-huh.
and apparently their Celsius temperature is fairly accurate.
How so?
So let's see. Iron forging temperature is 1371 degrees Celsius, 2500 degrees Fahrenheit. So
They say
that's
so.
what being used to freedom units gets you.
What'd you say?
That's what being used to freedom units gets you.
Well, it's just that the conversion rate seems a bit high for temperature. Because I've worked with like almost white hot metal before, and it just doesn't seem like, despite it being that glowing hot, it would reach, you know, a couple thousand degrees in temperature. So I don't think it's them. I think it's just me that has the problem. I'm gonna cry now. 4 crates full of low quality dirt. 4. And now I'm starting a 5th one. And I'm probably gonna fill the 5th one. Where was I? Here I was. Huh. 2 of you snuck up behind me. Both of you is dying. I hear another one somewhere, but I don't see him. I wonder if you kill a boar with a butcher cleaver, if it makes them drop more meat or not. Or more materials.
I hadn't thought of that. Wonder.
Well, I guess we'll have to wait until my boars grow up.
Oi, how'd you get in? You show up for a moment and then you disappear. How rude.
Came to visit and then he just left. Like somebody walking into your house. Hi, how's it going? And then they just walk out. Would you nerds please leave me alone? Oh yeah, have you noticed the creatures? They have a creature weight on them.
Do they?
Like, yeah, when you kill like one of the drifters, it's like the one I just killed, it says creature weight good. What does that mean? Like, I understand like farming animals and stuff, this creature's weight is good, so you're probably gonna get more meat out of it. But like, why is there one on those?
Fascinating.
Makes you ask questions.
Questions you aren't sure you want answered.
Exactly. I've broken like 5 shovels now. I just found a random blueberry bush. Come here. That's one thing we're definitely not going to be getting during winter is berries. Unfortunately.
Yeah. Did we ever figure out if greenhouses affect berry bushes? I know they affect orchard trees and stuff, fruit trees.
No, I don't think we do know that. I'm just saying though, I'm not putting a gigantic greenhouse over the berries that I'm gonna put over here. That's gonna take way too much glass. I literally consume all of the world's quartz before I have enough glass to do that. Another temporal gear. I thought these were supposed to be rare. What the heck? All you nerds need to leave me alone. Why are there so many of you? Go away. Why do the crawlers always have more health? In every game that has a crawler, the crawlers always have more health. Go away!
Oh, my pickaxe finally broke.
Well, there's another one inside of the blacksmith.
Okay.
It was gonna be my spare, but I'm gonna need to make more anyway, so. Dude, there's so many drifters out here. And now I hear Botorn. I see a Botorn. Die, you ugly bastard. There's not even any portals. The heck is going on?
No, current rift activity is apocalyptic, though.
You know what? That makes everything make sense. But at the same time, I don't see any portals. Nor do I hear any. Huh?
Hey, Ralph.
Who dares enter the streaming chat?
That would be Pyro.
Oh, hello, Pyro.
Hey, Ralph. Hey, Dory.
How you doing, Pyro?
Doing pretty good.
That's good to
My
hear.
woman earlier, so I was hopping on Division 2 and everything. Figured I'd see what y'all are doing.
Just streaming.
Let me guess, vintage story, right?
Yup.
No.
Dory, you're a smartass, you know that?
I try to be.
Better to be a
You do well.
smartass than a dumbass.
Agreed.
I haven't heard that one in a while.
I mean, Raoul does have a point. It's better to be a smartass than a dumbass.
And here I thought I was original making up that line. I'd never heard anyone else say that, and I came up with off the top of my head one time.
Well, it is awesome, I will say that.
You know what else is awesome? Your mom.
Yeah, I know. She's actually stronger than me, too.
Weird.
What?
Strong women, not attractive.
How are strong women not attractive?
Because they're not attractive. I like my women to be feminine, not masculine.
You're telling me if you had a woman who was feminine.
I'm telling
but
you that if the last woman on Earth was masculine, I would pass.
No, I'm just saying, if you needed your woman to help fight and everything, stuff like that, and she offered.
If I
You wouldn't-
cannot fight my own fight on my own to protect her, then I don't deserve her in the first place. If I can't be a real man enough to protect the ones I care about, then I don't deserve it in the first place.
I'm just gonna be honest, I don't see what the problem is with having a strong woman and everything.
You don't, but that's because you and I are two different people. You won't understand the same things that I think.
Try me.
You just said you don't understand what the problem is. I don't have to try you.
You said some of the things. You only mentioned one.
Yeah, that's because I'm currently working on this game. I don't just have all the thoughts of the things you want to talk about ready in my head.
Fair enough. I'm just saying, though. You know, it's not a bad idea to actually have a strong woman on your side.
Maybe not to you, but like I said, I'm completely opposed to it.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I can understand wanting to fight your own battles and all that and stuff like that, but if she's the one who's offering to help you fight,
Pass.
then it's literally her choice.
Yeah, but pass. Like I said, muscles on a woman is one of the least attractive things I can think of.
I mean, I can understand that in some ways, but like I always told you, there are literally women in my family who train like the men in the family do.
And why do you think I would never date any of the women from your family? For that specific reason.
Well, I mean, Rao, you can't really argue. I mean, I'm sure you've had people in your family that were strong, that were female as well.
Not like that. Strength and
You're telling me-
character? Yes. Strength and body and muscle? No.
You're telling me you never had any women in the family far back as ancient history that had muscle?
I don't know. I don't care about that. That's not something that's relevant to my life, so I don't care about it.
Just saying, dude. Having a strong woman on your side is never a bad idea sometimes.
Yeah, she can be on my side, but she'll never be at my side, like dating me.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Just saying, there can be good advantages, though.
Sure, but like I said, I would never date and definitely never marry a woman who is muscular, ever. The top three things that are the least attractive to me in women are tall, muscular, and fat. Those are the three things that I absolutely cannot stand about women. If a woman is as tall as me or taller than me, pass.
But if a woman's stronger, then pass.
Yeah, and if she's fat, pass.
I mean, I always thought it's actually cool to have a woman that's athletically fit as well.
There's a difference between being muscular and being athletic.
I don't really see the difference, but okay.
The difference is a muscular woman has visibly toned muscles. A physically active or fit woman with average fitness level just has a good frame, and she doesn't have any super obvious muscles or anything. There's
That's
plenty
one
of
of the-
women that go to the gym that are not muscle bound by any means.
If you're talking about like when hold up, I don't even think you and me are talking about the same shit. Like when I was telling you about, you know, how some of the women in my family train, not all of them have that visible muscle kind of shit. Like on me, people that can actually see the muscles I've got.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the women in my family, you can't even see the fucking muscles on them.
Well, then, to interject here, what do they train in? What is their discipline?
Oh, one of them I know trains in martial arts. The other one, she does like to fight a lot. One of them I know practices in kickboxing. Now, the one that practices in kickboxing is my mother. Back in her younger years, when she was in high school, she used to train a lot back in our old school. Now, of course, back in high school, she had a very bad temper, and every time someone called her out, it was game on.
Yeah, I'd never date a woman like that.
She beat mostly every boy that ever challenged her to fights and everything. I know she broke one of their arms one time. And that was all because he called her a bitch. So, yeah. There's a lot of women in my family that train to fight, train as in running track, or there's just some that love to cook as well. So, yeah, if you want to actually be technical about what they do and everything, as in like training, yeah, that is technically part of what I mean. But not all of them have the physical muscle tone shit.
See, that's an important distinction to make.
Which part?
What kind of training they
Whether or
do.
not they're bodybuilding, or if
Nah.
they're bodybuilding, or if they're
Not all of
disciplining
them do the whole.
themselves.
Not all of them do the bodybuilding bullshit. Now, what was the other thing you mentioned, though?
Oh, me or Tori?
I didn't get the other thing you mentioned.
Who, me or Tori?
Tori.
Yeah.
I didn't get the other thing
Not
you
sure
was
which part you're
mentioning.
talking about.
Well, when I was telling you about, some of the shit they do, you were asking about, like, bodybuilding or something like that, and then you mentioned something else.
Yeah, or discipline, like practice, art, however you want to define it. I call it a discipline because you're taking the time to teach yourself something.
Well, some of them do like gaming as much as I do, and another one, she teaches herself a lot of patience, so that's how she's patient with other guests, depending on how rude they are. Now, like I said before, if you want to get technical on some shit, a few of them do have ways of teaching themselves how to adjust their attitudes and everything, but other than that, I really don't know what else to explain to you about that. Some of them just are different.
That explains everything, really. It doesn't have to be specific. If it's a martial art, it's a martial art. If it's meditating, yoga, whatever it is, I call that a form of discipline because it takes an active effort to
Refine.
do something like that. Yeah.
And my point, Pyro, was saying that if a woman is muscular, I have no interest in her. Muscular as in lifting a lot of weights or bodybuilding, stuff like that.
That makes sense. Not a lot of people do, to be honest.
Depends on what part of the internet you go to. There's an area of the internet that is obsessed with that sort of thing.
What, strong women?
Yes, people like to call those kinds of strong women muscle mommies, and I quote, and it's gross.
What the fuck?
I almost hurled at saying it, because it's just gross.
I don't see why they would be calling them that. But okay, whatever floats the boat, I guess.
Because those kinds of men are submissive, and they're weak-minded.
Yeah, none of the women in my family will want people like that.
Yeah, most women don't, and that's why usually they're single.
They call men like that weaklings.
They usually are. Very rarely will there be one that isn't weak. I just remembered another thing that I have no interest in women is older women. Women that are older than I am, absolutely no interest.
I mean, you gotta think, Ralph. My woman is 35 and everything, and yet She's actually pretty decent compared to everything else that people talk about.
Yeah, but if I have a wife, I at some point want to have kids. And the older the woman is, the greater there is risk for things like complications and things like that. Which means that logically, going for an older woman would be worse for their health. Because at some point I would want to have kids.
Well, it depends on what age you're talking about. Some of them, if a woman is like in her 40s, then sure, there can be complications way worse than that. But
There
if
can be
they're just in their
complications at 30 years old. It just depends on your genetic history.
True, that's a good fact on that. Never really thought of it like that, but okay.
Well, that's because I'm a very analytical kind of person. I like
Analytical?
Yeah, my brain kind of just analyzes all the like aspects and scenarios of what I'm thinking about, whether I want it to or not, because my brain likes to do that, weighing all the pros and cons of every situation in every possible fashion until I have an answer that I can accept.
Okay, that actually makes a lot of sense. I mean, as far as I know, yeah. But no, there is also a few women in my family that don't even like to fight. Some of them just like to relax in life.
Well, most women don't like to fight. Most women want a strong man so that way they don't have to do any kind of fighting, so that way they can be protected, because it naturally women want to feel safe emotionally, physically, in almost every aspect. They want to be safe, so they're going to choose somebody to live their life with that they feel safe around.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I know.
But, you know, as far as I know, when it comes to certain women that I've met and everything, some of them, depending on, like I said, depending on who you ask, they do seem a little bit different on some cases.
Well, everybody's different. No two people are the same.
And you're right about that. But what I mean is, depending on which kind of woman you're talking about, there are some that are, you know, different than others. And I don't even know how to explain it clearly than that, because even to me, it's a little bit complicated.
What do you mean different? You mean like they're not women?
No, I'm talking about like... Shit, how to put this that the way you'll understand. So, like for example, when it comes to my sister, for example, the one that I was telling you about a while back, she's a little bit different than most women, because whereas some women like to take it easy in life, she likes challenges. If she doesn't get challenges, she gets bored. Now, the ones that like to take it easy in life, they don't care about challenges or nothing. However, my sister doesn't give a damn. If she can't find a strong man who fits her standards and everything, or she's a strong woman, she prefers strong men. Now, if she can't find that, then to her, they're peasants.
Yeah, I don't like that type of woman. I would not get along with her.
Well, you gotta think how she is, dude. When it comes to her, she prefers someone strong and not someone that's a pathetic puss.
Strength is more than physical attributes. There's strength of character, strength of heart, strength of honor. All of those things go together to make a person, not just their physical state. Sure, their physical state is one of the many attributes, but solely looking at one of them is in itself dishonorable, because you're judging someone without ever reading the contents of their character.
Contents?
What is inside of them? What is inside their heart and mind?
I mean, to be honest, I never looked at it like that, but now that you make me think about that, that is actually a good point.
Mm-hmm.
Much more better than the points I was thinking of, but okay. Much more better. But yeah, I can understand how sometimes that seems like a, how do I put it, a dumbass kind of way to look at shit. But I don't know what to tell people. I just listen to bullshit she has to tell me about. And other than that, I could give a fuck less about what she tells me.
Your sister?
You gotta step away for a moment.
Okay.
But you gotta think, my sister is a bit of a prick sometimes.
Yeah, I don't get along with snobby women.
No, I never said, I'm not talking about being snobby wise. I'm talking about as in me and her don't get along at all sometimes. Though I try to be nice, I try to help her sometimes with shit. You know, we just kind of get into arguments, we get into fights. It gets to the point where it turns into a full brawl, Ral.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Snobby. Rude. Rude women is another big one. If a woman is just going to be rude for no reason, then I'm not gonna like her.
And I don't blame you.
Those are the type of women that if I heard them talk about how they were beat by their ex-boyfriend, I would say, I don't feel bad for you. Rude people deserve a rude reward. Regardless of if they are a man or a woman. Equal rights, equal fights, boy.
I mean, I wouldn't argue that.
Oh yeah, Pyro, did I ever tell you about the monsters in this game?
No, you didn't.
They come from the Abyss. An abysmal...
Abyss?
Well, not the Abyss like from Dark Souls, but it's an abysmal realm. A realm that is shattered from time and all logic. The inhabitants of that realm, the Rust World, are the once inhabitants of the overworld, so to speak. And every now and then there is a tear in time and space that opens up, and these creatures start to flood through, and they attack you because they themselves had lost their humanity and any of their thought or logic, and so they only seek to destroy.
Well, that's a bit crazy.
They are torn and twisted creatures. They no longer have their original form. Their bodies are sometimes torn apart and mangled by rebar and other things like that. Some of their heads are split.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like the Abyss.
Yeah. And these portals can open up anywhere at any time, and creatures will pour out of them. Especially during the night.
That's just creepy.
And if you lose too much sanity, you are forced into the Rust World, the Abyss.
Okay, I'm officially creeped out now.
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck?
Remember when I told you this game was difficult?
Yeah, I do remember you
That's
telling me that.
because the Abyss is always trying to get you.
So the Abyss is literally just trying to always murder you.
Yep, and the creatures from it especially. And there are many and varying ones. Like ones where one creature... all of the creatures in this game were once people, keep in mind. One of them, its rib cage is splayed open out of its back, and all of its ligaments are attached to it, making a sort of bow. The creature is called a bowtorn, and it shoots giant spikes of bone at you.
What the fuck?
Doesn't it sound like a fun game to play, Pyro?
It really does, actually, now that I think about it.
It is actually a very fun game.
I mean, it really ain't boring, that's for damn sure.
Nope. And the game is very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. For example,
Sounds like...
Minecraft. You can make like a wooden pickaxe and stuff, and you can get stone. You don't get to have a pickaxe until you can melt copper.
Cool.
And all of the forging and everything in this game is realistic as well. You actually
Really?
have to forge your equipment. You can't just like, here, gonna get this ingot, gonna craft it into a thing. No, you have to forge out the actual piece of what you're trying to make.
Pour it into a mold you've crafted.
Yeah, but that's only with the low tier metals. Stuff like iron and stuff has to be forged out. It can't be cast.
It's pretty cool shit, though.
It is. And this game has very realistic weather as well. Like, for example, if it's snowy and it's cold, and then there's wind, you'll get colder because it's windy.
Yeah, I definitely need to play that shit sometime.
And it's
At least
only
that's actually
$20. This is like Minecraft, but better.
Oh, I don't doubt it. It sounds better.
And the game is also open source, so anyone can mod it freely to their desires.
So if you want to, you can put shotguns in there.
I'm sure someone will at some point.
Damn.
I mean, there's already bombs in the game and gunpowder, so I would assume at some point somebody's going to make paper cartridges or something, maybe flintlock weapons.
Hell yeah.
And the game is still in technically kind of early access, so the game isn't even in its full release. They're still working on it heavily to this day. So that means there's still a lot more that they'll be adding to this game that they have not done yet.
Sounds fun.
That it is.
I actually like the idea. Hell, if I get my chance, I'm getting that fucking game.
I would.
You'd have to be dumb to pass that up.
Venom doesn't want to play it for some reason, but...
Why the hell does he want to play it?
Well, I don't know. That's an excellent question. He doesn't really give me an answer every time I ask him. But, you know, that's his choice. I'm not going to force him to play something he doesn't want to play.
Hell, if I get my chance, I'm going to try that shit out because it sounds fun.
And you can starve to death very easily, too.
Wait, you can starve to death, too?
Yep. I mean, technically on hard mode Minecraft, you can starve to death. But in this game, you only have 10 health points. And, if you have a balanced diet between fruit, vegetables, grains, protein, and there's also cows in the game for dairy, so you can make cheese and stuff like that. If you have a balanced diet, your maximum health is increased until you die.
Yeah, that does sound pretty good, actually.
Mm-hmm. And the forging is so realistic in this game that, you can also make coke. Like, you can smelt coal or like charcoal and turn it into coke, which is an improved version of coal. And to make charcoal, it's not like in Minecraft. You actually have to make a charcoal pit. And then you have to wait for it to finish burning to turn into real charcoal.
Oh, for real?
Yes. And in this game, eating doesn't regenerate your health. You either have to sleep or make bandages.
Holy shit.
I mean, technically speaking, there is, like, natural health regen, but it's very, very slow.
Yeah, I definitely need to try that game out.
Well, if you want, Pyro, if you hop into my stream, I can show you around our base. Alright, why are you throwing balls again?
Can you like share a screen or something like that or something?
I mean, I'm streaming to
Or-
YouTube right now.
Oh, okay.
Just bullying him. Why are there so many?
What the hell is it?
Drifters from the abyss.
I mean, to be fair, Artorias really shouldn't have gone down there in the first place. I feel like a smart ass.
Scared the crap out of me.
All right, anyone? Let me go to YouTube.
It is very easy to die in this game. And unlike Minecraft, you don't just go back to the world spawn. It's random spawning. So I could spawn up to like 1,000 blocks away from where I am. Stubble! There's another one. Why did there's so many coming out of your house? You have an infestation, Tori. You need to call an exterminator. Just let me know when you're in the stream, Pyro. You break your sword or something, Tori?
Sorry about that. It kicked me out of the damn call for some reason.
Just let me know whenever you are in the stream, Pyro.
I'm trying, but for some reason I can't find it on YouTube.
I'll send you a link then.
All right.
Here you go.
Thank you. All right. So this is a vintage story, huh?
Yes, this is Vintage Story.
All right.
Are you in the stream then?
Yeah, I'm watching it.
Okay, so this is our base that we've been working on for a long time. This is my house. I have hold on. I've got boars. These are all mine. These are 3rd generation. Boars naturally attack you until the 3rd generation, so all these ones are friendly.
Nice.
Here's some storage. Here's a little closet thing. We've got an oven for baking bread. There's our cooking stove and everything. Over here is my main house. This is my honey bucket. It's where I squeeze all my honey into. This is my tool wall. This is where I keep all my spare tools and stuff and tools I'm not immediately using. This is my ore pot where I keep all my ores and stuff. And then I've got all this. My armor is just about broken over there. And then upstairs we've got my bedroom, and then this is Torre's bedroom until he finishes his house. I've got a berry press right here where I can squeeze berries and get juice out of them.
Hell yeah.
And then you can also ferment berries into wine and then into brandy. Which is what I do down here.
So what, I can get drunk on this game?
Yes, you can. You can get very drunk in this game. Observe, I will now drink a little bit of brandy.
Holy shit.
I am not touching any of my controls right now.
What
it's
the
doing
hell?
this on its own.
That is cool.
So anyway, and then we can come up here while I'm drunk. These are my clay burning or clay solidifying pits, because to solidify clay to make stuff like these bowls and stuff, you need to fire the clay, and we don't have our kiln finished being built yet. We still need some more blocks for that. This is where I have my firewood. I also captured a wolf a long time ago in the beginning of this. She's just kind of here now. This is our charcoal pit. We recently burned some, so this is full of charcoal. I hear a shiver. Hold on. This guy is a drifter. This is the standard. Oh, the whole bunch of them just spawned. These are drifters. These are the basic enemy in this game.
Oh shit, get their asses then.
Here's a shiver. This is one of the things that has its head split open.
Ugh, what the fuck is that thing?
It's a shiver. He's just cold.
Damn.
Ow.
Ugly as shit.
And then there's Bowtorn outside the wall that I can hear, but I don't have an entrance. I'm gonna have to go around. Also, underneath this snow, there's path, and you run a lot faster on path.
Damn.
Let's see, where's a Bowtorn? I know there's one out here somewhere. There it is. Ow. Get back here. This is a Bowtorn. Kind of hard to see, but
Holy shit.
as you can see, it's got rebar sticking out of it, and all of its bones are messed up. Huh.
Damn. That's unbelievably fucked up.
Yep, they are creatures of the abyss after all. Anyway, this is the windmill. It's kind of hard to see because it's nighttime. You know what? I'm gonna go and sleep.
Wait, is that what the torch looks like?
Yes, this is the torch in the game, and we also built these. We've been building these copper lanterns for light around here. That's why it's at all light, because it used to just be pretty dark around here. We've got slush. I'll sleep, and then I'll show you the windmill and stuff, because then it'll be daylight out. And also, the type of bed you have determines how long you can sleep, which means you can heal more if you can sleep longer.
So it's like for the king.
I mean, kind of.
Like you sleep, you can heal, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so that's the windmill. It's got different tools on each side for it.
Damn, that is cool.
And it's got all these mechanisms. And this goes all the way up. Keep in mind, all the buildings in this world are built by hand.
That is actually cool, though.
That's my tavern over there.
Wait, you said all the buildings are built by hand?
Yes, we built all of these by ourselves.
Damn.
So
My house is done too, so.
that's Torre's house over there against that mountain. We'll go look at that in a second. We're gonna look at Torre's farm and everything first.
Yay, my farm.
Also, before that, this is the blacksmithing area. This is called a Helve Hammer. All the tools and stuff are based off of real life. This contraption, as you can see, it pushes it up and then drops it back down. This is what they actually used for metal smithing a long, long time ago. And it works off of the power of wind.
That's actually cool.
And then we've got this little crucible kind of thing here where we can heat up metal and then we can smith it out on here. This is our coke kiln for coke, which is that right there. These are our extra hammers because they break rather often.
Yeah, I imagine so.
We've also got some extra bronze and stuff. Anyway, Torre's been working on these greenhouses.
Oh, okay.
So we've got these greenhouses with all these plants and everything. And at some point we're gonna have them all completed and filled with crops. I've been working on flattening this area because this used to be a big hill right here, and now it's pretty much completely flat, but I've broken so many iron tools doing that. Also, yeah, the mountains are pretty extreme in this game. Hey, Torre, the lake over here is starting to freeze over.
Oh yeah.
As you can
Something I noticed with the pathing
Mm-hmm.
is that the snow doesn't accumulate more than the thin layer on the path.
Huh. Well, it hasn't started snowing really hard, so we'll see if that changes.
We'll see.
Anyway, next we'll go up to my my tavern because that's the next closest thing. I gotta put in some more paths. This is the back entrance to the kitchen, but this is the tavern. It's not fully decorated yet, but the main building is done. I do need to finish the chimney though at some point.
I think it looks nice actually.
We've got 2 private rooms up here. And then this is the front view of the tavern. Yeah, that's what the world generation is like out there. It's kind of janky. Anyway, next we'll look at Torre's house. Oh yeah, that's our berry farm right there. This is the house that Torre has been working on. Torre is currently starving to death.
Yeah.
This is his kind of like root cellar area because it's kind of embedded in the mountain.
Hell yeah.
Or kind of a kitchen, I guess. Kitchen root cellar thing.
Yeah.
And then upstairs, he just recently finished this, so he's got this big room, got a balcony. And then there's one last structure that I can show you, which is that one up there. Why is there a dead fox in here? There's just a dead fox over here. Weird.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why it's there.
It was like crushed or anything?
Yeah, it said it was crushed, but it was like inside of the mountain, so like in that little cove area, so it's not like anything fell on it, and it's not like it jumped from a long distance, so I don't know.
I don't know.
Damn.
But anyway, up at the top of this long ladder, we've got the castle that I've been working on. There's a lot of snow up here. You can get a very good vantage point from up here. But if you fall, you are going to die.
Oh, holy shit, that's a big drop. Damn.
Yeah, no, and in this game, jumping in water does not help you. You die anyway. We have about 100 and almost 10 hours logged into this world.
Really?
And this is all we've been able to do with 110 hours. Which, in Minecraft, I could have done this in probably 40 hours. That's how much of a difficulty shift there is between this game and Minecraft.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. And then you can get other stats, like if I look at my character screen right here, I can see my nutrition levels with fruit, grain, vegetable, and all this stuff. I can see my body temperature, how cold it is outside. Up here, it's minus 6 degrees Celsius, which is like what, minus 30-ish? Something like that, maybe? I don't know. Something like that. Anyway, when you come down from that elevation, it says that it is warmer, because they've taken all that kind of stuff into account.
The more I
But
think about the game, the more about how awesome it sounds.
yeah, and this is my greenhouse and all my crops and everything that I've been growing. Wow.
Shit, it looks like a Minecraft.
It's all the glass is covered in snow.
Oh. At least
mean,
it's
it's-
not affecting the greenhouse.
Yeah, it still has the greenhouse effect, so I mean, even though there's water, unless it's properly irrigated and maintained, it's not enough water. It's not like Minecraft where it just magically seeps over.
I can imagine that.
So Every once in a while, I need to come in here and water it. Since it's got water near it, it doesn't just lose all of its water, but it does slow down the growth speed if there's not enough water.
By the way, it is pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
I like the game.
Yeah.
Sounds like something I'd like.
This is a very enjoyable game because it's difficult, unlike Minecraft, which is easy booty baby game.
I won't argue that.
But yeah, also, the only way to set your spawn point is with one of these. A temporal gear. You have to use it on a block, and then you can set your spawn point, because if you don't, then you're just going to respawn randomly. Like, for example, if I go to my map, and I wait for it to scroll out, from right here, which is where home is, I spawned all the way over here one time. About a couple thousand blocks away.
Holy shit, for real?
Yeah, and then I jumped off a cliff and died again, and then I spawned over here.
Oh, damn.
And then I was closer and I just ran home. But this game is very difficult.
So it's not for pussies.
Pretty much.
I can understand that, definitely.
Not for the faint of shot.
I thought it was called Faint of Heart.
I know. There's a lot of things you can do in this game. I'm hungry. Time to go butcher.
Wait, if you get drunk enough on there, can you pass out?
Don't know. Never tried. Alcohol is pretty expensive to make,
Fair point.
so I haven't really tried.
Alright, well, I gotta get off.
Okay.
Got some plans with the family, so
All right. Have a good one, Torre.
have a good one, you two.
Alright.
Anyway, you can
Hey,
also cure different like leather in different ways. Or
Really?
so. All of these are female. Looks like we've got 3 males. 1, 2, yeah, 3 males. We only need about 2 of them.
I can't actually wait to see what it looks like when it's fully finished.
Mm-hmm.
The way it sounds and everything, even when it's in its alpha stage or whatever, it's actually cool.
Yes, this game is rather interesting.
I'd say better than interesting.
And in this game, if you walk into water with a torch in your hand, it puts out the torch. So,
Oh shit, for real?
yep. So that makes exploring a little bit more difficult.
Makes exploring more fun, more likely. It sure as hell ain't boring.
No, this game is anything but boring. But yeah, no, that's this game. A game of challenge, difficulty, and hardship.
Damn right it is. Hell, well, once I get the fucking game and everything, then you know what that means. It means we all get to have fun on this shit.
Mm-hmm. You can also
also-
preserve food too. That's
Oh
why we've
shit, for real?
That's why we've got the root cellars and stuff. This is my distillery, by the way, for alcohol.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
I've got a bunch of preserved food here. I don't know why this is down, but I've got these crocks, and if you've got food, you can either seal the crock with fat or with beeswax. And you can also use oil and a bowl to make lamps. Where is one? There's a few over here. These little oil lamps, and these don't go out. Neither do the lanterns. So it's brighter and it lasts. It's indefinite. So. Also, yeah, all these are all for just dirt. I have, let's see, this one, 20, I almost have, you know, I actually probably do have, yeah, no. So I've almost got 7,000 blocks of dirt. I have way too much dirt.
I don't doubt it. I said it before and I'll say it again. I definitely need to get this fucking game.
Oh yeah, no, this is a very fun game.
Pretty sure if I get that shit, I ain't gonna regret it, and I'll probably be spending the next decade playing that shit.
I mean, it'd be more fun to play a decade of this than a decade of Minecraft, to be honest with you.
Agreed on that. I won't argue that part.
I need to make a shovel. Before I end this stream, I'll go over here and see if my iron is finished heating up. And then I will... Oh, I haven't lit it.
Yeah,
I will
to be honest,
I'll forge out a shovel so that way you can see what it looks like.
Alright. I didn't know if I was the reason you're in the stream or not and stuff like that. I was kind of worried at first.
No. It's just, it's about time. Almost.
How
Getting close.
How long were y'all streaming?
I do streams about 2 hours.
Okay.
Also, there's these pickaxes called a prospecting pick.
Prospecting pick?
Yeah, so like, where did I use it? Like this right here. It's got a ping on the map that it automatically makes. And it tells you what kinds of ore are in the area. It doesn't tell you where they are, just that they're in the area. Like, for example, this one right here, it says there's a poor trace of cassiterite and then minuscule amounts of ilmenite and cinnabar. And then over here, when I was looking for iron, you can see that I found a high trace of hematite, which is iron. There's also lignite, which is also iron, but...
Damn.
Also, these are hot springs. There's a lot in the map. Because the map, total size, the minimum size for the map is 1 million by 1 million. Blocked side to side.
For real?
Yep.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I'm definitely regretting not getting that game.
Anyway, as you can see, the metal is almost white hot. So now we can just select shovel head, and then I need to grab a hammer. And then I need to start forging it out.
Damn. Damn, dude, the more I look at this fucking game, the more interesting it gets.
It is a very fun game.
Fun is an understatement.
Anyway, then you can take the shovel head and throw it into water for it to cool down. I'm also going to need another spare pickaxe soon, so we can make one of those. Oops.
Oh man, if I get this shit, I guarantee I'm probably gonna have a lot more fun than usual.
Oh yeah, this game actually provides a challenge unlike Minecraft.
Yeah, I was gonna say Minecraft is kind of a walk in the park compared to this game from what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I like Minecraft because it was a fun generation and everything, but
Minecraft is past its prime, let's be honest here.
yeah, I know. But back in the day, it used to be fun.
Yeah.
You know, we can't argue that, Rao.
Mm-hmm. There's also different starting classes that you can choose to play with in this game. I chose mine as a commoner because it has, although it has no direct benefits, it also has no nerfs either. Like, for example, if you chose to be like an archer or a hunter, you can make bows. However, you are less good at doing melee damage. And then there's one where I think it's called the Brutalist, where you can make better like melee weapons, but you're bad with ranged weapons. I wanted to be balanced, so I just went with the commoner, which has no benefits or drawbacks.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. Yeah, I definitely need to get this game big time. I now realize that a lot more.
Hey Pyro, you want to see the Helvhammer work?
Holy shit!
I can start having it make an iron plate for you to watch.
Oh shit, that is cool.
Hold on. I have to switch out these anvils. You can't forge iron on anything below bronze. Torch. Alright, let's put this away. Actually, I need to make a torch holder. Yeah, brass torch holder, 2 bronze plates. So instead of an iron plate, I'm gonna make... Let's put that down. I'm gonna make 2 bronze plates for another torch holder.
Oh man, as cool as this game is, I definitely need to get into this shit.
I think it's gonna need a little bit more.
So, if I do get the game, is there anything I'm gonna have to watch for my first time playing?
Well, you're not gonna spawn anywhere close to us, so you're gonna have to probably survive on your own for a few in-game days.
I mean, as long as I'm careful, that shouldn't be a problem.
See, that's what you think, but it's probably gonna kick your butt anyway.
I mean, you always told me as long as I'm careful, I shouldn't have to worry about much. Right?
Yeah,
Or no?
but see, this game, the longer the game goes on, the harder things get. And we're almost a full year. We've almost survived a full year in. So things are getting quite difficult now. All right, bronze plate. Let's watch it work. It works slow, but it slowly moves material. Are we
Damn,
running out
that's
of wind?
cool. What?
No, we're not running out of wind. Okay. Sometimes when this thing slows down, it's because we're running out of wind, but...
Yeah, I'm definitely starting to like this even more.
Technically speaking, you can forge like plates and everything on your own, but having the Helvhammer do it is far more efficient. Because see, I can start forging all of this out myself, but it's just much more efficient to have that do it, because I don't have to sit here at the forge while like waiting for heat metal to heat up or anything. Once it's all heated and everything, I can just set it at the Helvhammer and then it'll do it all for me.
Really?
And that thing is far more efficient because the Helvhammer itself doesn't have a durability. while my hammer does. So like my hammer will eventually break because every time I hit a chunk of metal on this piece, it makes me lose 1 durability on the hammer. So I'm gonna break a lot of hammers to make tools. Unfortunately, the Helve hammer can't do anything special like make chain or anything, which I could use to make chainmail. But making plates is good enough. Because, also, to make iron, you have to get iron ore, and to get iron ore, you have to find it. But that's not the difficult part. The difficult part is making the iron blooms, which is what happens when you smelt raw iron. You get these big chunks of raw, crappy iron, and you have to get rid of all the slag from it. And the Helve hammer will do that automatically and give you a nice fresh ingot.
Really?
Yep. So it's pretty much like an automatic blacksmith for ingots and plates. So yeah, see? I mean, I started a little late, but it already made that bronze plate while I was still working on this one. And now this one can just finish it for me. See, because it doesn't have to move all these little pieces over like I do. It just shifts it immediately over to where it needs to be. And then it'll get rid of the extra pieces that it doesn't need on its own. And now I've got another plate.
Like I said, the more I look at this, the more it sounds like a fun game.
Oh yeah, no, this game is very fun.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I know I droned on about it just now, but it really is fun to me. It's what it looks like, at least.
What is brass torch holder? Brass, not bronze. I have made a mistake. It wasn't this. Oh well. That's okay. I can save those for if I need them for something. But yeah, no, that's this game. It is a very fun game, very hard game. But I definitely will never regret the purchase.
I don't doubt it.
I'll show you really quickly Torre's old base. Because his base where he used to live, he was like, I want to go live on my own and kind of make my own way, or he wanted to try to. And so I made bridges over here to where he wanted to live. This over here, this little island, this is his old farm, and this is where he used to live. There's his old bed and his old sword.
Well, what happened? Base?
Well, he abandoned this because he didn't like having to run all the way from here over to my base if he needed something, or like he wanted a safe place to be, because there's these things called temporal storms that happen, which is essentially like the void dimension and the overworld becoming one for a bit, and a lot of really dangerous enemies come out.
So it's like a blood moon or like an emission on Stalker.
Yeah.
Damn, that bad, huh?
And so normally you'd want to sit inside of a house or something where it's safe. Also, this is my mine. I don't really use it, but it's there. Because finding ore in this game, you have to travel to do so, and you're not going to just find all the ores you need by making like a Minecraft-style strip mine.
Oh, I have a feeling about that one.
But yeah, no, that's this game.
I mean, as fun as it is and everything, I can tell you don't regret the purchase at all.
Oh no, I most definitely don't.
Yeah, I definitely need to get that shit whenever I can.
And there's also a main dungeon and a boss to fight.
Really?
There's a lot of exploring you can do in this game.
Oh, for real?
Yep. The only reason I haven't done so much exploring is because I wanted to have equipment before I did that, so that way I don't just immediately die if I find something dangerous. But anyway, thank you, stream. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Don't forget.